What can you get with $800,000 in Tokyo? So today I am in Musashino city of Tokyo. This station called Kichijoji, which is voted as the most desirable area in Greater Tokyo, which includes Yokohama, which is number 2. I'm meeting up with a couple from the US who purchased a beautiful, fully renovated condo unit right on Inokashira Park, which is only 5 minutes from here. And their closing was this morning, and they just got the keys and they're waiting at the property for me. So Kichijoji is very popular because, you're in Tokyo, but also you get the residential feel of Tokyo. So you get the best of both worlds. You get so many shops, so you can get everything from the shops. It's very popular amongst artists and musicians as well. So a lot of young people come here. It's a great place to sightsee, also a great place to live. Very excited about this. $800,000 is a lot more than the price range that I normally cover, but the average brand new condo price in 23 wards of Tokyo today is about $1 million. So this is a little bit less than the average home price, the brand new condo in Tokyo within 23 wards. Let's go check out what that's going to look like and how excited the owners are. Come on. All right, so this is what Kichijoji Shotengai looks like. Lots of shops, restaurants, cafes, and it's pretty flat, which is nice. Inokashira Park is right by the station. It's actually if we turn left over there, there's an entrance to the park. I've been there a couple of times, many years ago actually, but I went there during the spring. And I remember the cherry blossoms were so beautiful. So it attracts a lot of people during that time especially, but also in the fall time with the changing colors of leaves because the fall is in session. And I think for Tokyo, it's gonna probably take 2 to 3 more weeks. So we might not be able to see some fall leaves, but still, it is a very nice autumn day. Okay, so Musashino city of Tokyo, it's not even one of the 23 wards. But it's very popular. It's right next to Nakanoku, Nerimaku, and even Setagayaku, so west of that. And nearby cities, Mitaka is the one that's famous, Nishi-Tokyo, but Musashino is one of the closest ones to the 23 central wards of Tokyo. Okay, so we've been walking for literally 3 minutes, and we're already at Inokashira Koen. They have little cute, really cute shops. So this looks like a newer cafe, pretty cool. There's a duck cafe. Oh yeah, still see some leaves. Look at that, already looking pretty beautiful. And just wait a couple more weeks and this is gonna turn into absolutely gorgeous, beautiful scene. And we got some artists painting, just one I guess. Yeah, I remember getting on one of those ahiru, ducks, and then be on the pond and enjoy the cherry blossoms. The water is what makes this park very popular, and also all the leaves here. See some runners. I don't think this is a good place to exercise, run, because there are so many people walking and meandering, but it's definitely a nice place to walk and enjoy the scenery. But I think the place is one of those buildings right on the park basically. So let's go meet the owners. All right, we just saw a runner take off, so maybe I'm wrong. This is a good place to run. Kind of reminds me of Central Park, in the heart-ish of Tokyo. Beautiful place to exercise. Definitely not as big as Central Park, but I wonder how big the circumference is here. It's a decent size, but probably like a mile, if that. And I know Central Park is 6 miles, and then there's an even longer path too. Still a beautiful park in the heart of Tokyo. I think the place is just around the corner here. All right, so we're here. Literally only took 5 minutes from the station, and this is the condo complex. It is old looking, originally built in 1970. How many years ago is that? 55? But the inside has been renovated twice, fully renovated in 2004 and also 2017. From what I know, the inside looks absolutely gorgeous, and the view of the park is really beautiful as well. It's on the 11th floor. Let's go. All right, so we're here. Actually, 11th floor out of a 12th floor building, so it's pretty high, which is good for the view. Anyway, so this is the unit.
Hey, Shu, how you doing?
Hey, Armando, good. How are you?
Good.
Hi, onegaishimasu. Oh. Hey, Armando. Yeah. Nice to finally meet you. Yes, indeed. Very nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, let's go. お邪魔します. Beautiful.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And a kitchen.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Kitchen. And the other thing is for a Japanese home, it actually has quite a bit of storage, which
Right.
we like.
Yeah.
So there's, there's shelving, lots of shelving.
Nice.
And all of these
Yeah, the
doors
cupboard.
pull out.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Can we talk about this real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, absolutely.
I was too focused on the kitchen. this is crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
we were just there at the park and telling the audience how beautiful this park is. But I mean,
This is
Come on.
what sold us.
this is
$1
ridiculous.
view.
This is the view that sold us.
I mean, so this is the money shot. So this is the living, dining.
Right, and this
and
is
kitchen
big,
area,
yeah,
right?
which is nice
Very
and
open.
what we were looking for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is kind of the living room.
Yeah,
Here is our
spacious.
second bedroom.
Second bedroom. Okay, with the sliding
Sliding
doors. Maximizing the space.
Exactly.
This area. Okay. What are you gonna use this room?
Guest room, because like I was telling Cindy, we are going to become very popular now with our friends wanting to come and visit and hey, can we come stay with you in your place? And,
Yeah.
obviously.
I might be one of them.
Oh, sure. Come on
welcome.
over. So yeah, it'll be a second bedroom, but we're going to have it in a way that it'll be multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have these stackable beds that we found from IKEA, which are pretty cool.
Nice.
And then maybe put a desk in there. So like again, it can be reconfigured easily. Like if you're a married couple, you can put it together. If you don't like each other, you can pull them
Got it.
apart. And then here, of course, will be a TV stand with
Right.
a TV, coffee table. The typical stuff. Table right there where
I won't be able to watch TV. I'll be too distracted
exactly
by the view.
Yeah, we're already envisioning having our coffee when we wake up in the morning and watching, I guess, the sunset. We're already kind of envisioning that.
What's this? Is this like a pull-up?
I-
Like a you can work out?
when they had it staged,
Uh-huh.
they had a bunch of like plants on it.
Okay.
But I don't know. I wouldn't try to do it. Not that I could even do a pull-up, mind you, but I wouldn't try.
like-
Yeah,
workout
or
with
I
a
don't know
view.
but maybe put Christmas lights or holiday lights
you go.
on it.
Yeah.
And then right here, this was interesting because it's like, why did you do this tile thing and not just carry over the wooden floor? But they did, so whatever. I want to put one of those fancy Japanese massage chairs right here because imagine getting a massage with that view with your coffee. It'd be like heaven, but got to get it through Congress. So
You said this is a guest room, right?
this
So
is the
this-
guest room. One of the other
Yeah.
things that's cool here is the heated floor, which is all right
nice.
here. This was cool too because this is all storage right here.
More
Storage, all right through here. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, and then the refrigerator will go there. And then here is the master.
Wow, nice.
Decent size again for what it is. So, but yeah, and then this is another
Whoa.
cool feature is
It's
the
like a
walk-in
walk-in
closet.
closet. It's a
Yeah,
huge.
so check this out.
It's like another room.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how
Yeah.
spacious this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like even
Very
like a
big,
desk.
a
Yeah.
desk.
Desk or we've already visited in Japan Costco.
Nice, nice.
We'll slowly start the furniture stuff and all like that. We actually go back to the US on Monday, but then I'm coming back in a couple of weeks over Thanksgiving
Yep.
to kind of take delivery of all the furniture and stuff that we've ordered and then start doing the fun assembly stuff.
And then the bathroom area, right?
Oh yeah, we'll go to that one.
Okay, so it's the restroom. And with the washer, washer dryer would go there. Then the sink area. And then our toilet room.
This is a good blend of Western and Japanese because
Yeah.
it's like all in one area.
Correct. And then the unit bath, which is something that in the US that's not really a thing. But it's cool. I like the unit bath concept because the dryers here aren't as strong as what we typically experience in the US. Actually, the unit bath has the ability to do drying as well, where we can hang our clothes on that bar and do drying if we don't want to do air drying up on the roof, actually. So that's kind of cool too, different.
All right. Well, thanks for that home tour. Such
You're
a beautiful
welcome.
home.
Thank you.
I mean,
Appreciate
this
that.
view is hard to beat. This is $1 million view. 100%. It reminded me of Midtown, New York City, Manhattan, like,
Yes,
with the Central
exactly.
Park. Anyway, so we covered your home, and for this part, I wanted to ask you some questions more about that, the home,
Sure.
if that's okay. So this was built in 1970, 71?
1971.
Okay, so the structure itself is older.
It's older,
Yeah,
yeah.
55, 54, 50, yeah,
55
years old,
yeah.
but clearly renovated recently.
Clearly renovated.
Yeah.
Renovation, I believe, ended in June, or that's when they said it was complete.
Okay.
But yeah, clearly brand new. Nobody's lived in here, as far as I know, other than us, since after the renovation.
Right.
We were a little concerned because of the whole earthquake standards thing. I think it changed in 1981, I think, or something. But then I also was thinking, well, it's probably survived a bunch of either small or not too crazy earthquakes, so probably has some good bones. Oh, your team told us that it was made from steel reinforced concrete, which is a little bit stronger than regular concrete. So it's one of those things, it's a risk. We live in California, that's earthquake country as well.
Yeah.
We're comfortable as you can be living in earthquake country and didn't have necessarily a problem with that.
So 11th floor of 12th floor building.
Yep.
And location wise, so we actually measured, it was super close.
Yes.
So how far is it to Kichijoji Station, which is the nearest station?
Right. So Kichijoji Station is a 7-minute walk.
7 minutes.
Which
Okay.
was also one of our criteria that we told your team that we want 10 minutes or under.
Yeah.
But this is 7 minutes. Kichijoji is also kind of a pretty major train station. We can get to Shinjuku in about 15 minutes on the Chuo line, or we can get to Tokyo Station, I think in about 30 minutes is what I've been told. We can also take another line that kind of cuts through the park here that goes down to Shibuya, also within a decent amount of time. So it's
20
kind of-
minutes. That's what I took
20 minutes
to get here. Yeah.
Okay. Everything is here in Kichijoji. That our hope is we never have to go into central Tokyo to do anything really, unless we wanted to go to like a specialty restaurant or some shop that wasn't out here. But pretty much everything major is just like 5 minutes away.
So with all that 83 square meters, which is quite a decent size for Japanese standards.
Yes.
2 LDK, brand new everything, fully renovated. 7 minutes to Kichijoji Station, $1 million view. What did you actually pay for this property?
122 million yen.
Okay, which is
At the
800
time,
grand?
about 815 with the
Okay.
then currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I looked up the statistics for like a new condo within 23 wards of Tokyo. The average price is actually about $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like 150 million or something like
Right.
that, around there. This is outside of the 23 wards, even though it is extremely desirable, right?
Yeah.
Musashino, and it's less than 1 million.
Yes.
What do you think of that? Like when you hear about the average in central Tokyo?
Well, we know about the average in central
Yeah.
Tokyo because you sent us some properties that were in central Tokyo that were way more than this, but didn't have that.
Right.
And we were like, yeah, they're nice, but it's not like this nice. Well, again, it depends on your priorities, I guess, or what your definition of nice is. But for us, the view and having the water and the park was a big plus for us.
Yeah.
So we were pretty comfortable. And like I said, we did it all remotely. Let me tell you, people, you really need somebody like Shu or Shu's team to help you, because good luck if you're going to try to do this alone, because there's a lot of paperwork involved. And unless you're fluent in Japanese and can speak the language fluently, you're going to have drama. Shu's team was amazing. They made the process super simple. So simple, in fact, that our bank was telling us, are you sure these guys aren't a scam or anything? Which I'm sure, Shu, that's not the first time you've heard that. But I said, if it's a scam, and the level of scam that Shu would have had to do, I'm going to shake your hand. And I would say, all right, you got me. But at least, it was like, wow, man, that was really awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not a scam. They are totally legit, and we would totally do it again.
Actually, all those people who say, good things about our service, I actually pay them. Like, hey,
Oh,
say
really?
these
Oh,
on
all
camera.
right. Well, I'll give you my wise transfer account.
And let me ask you, like, actually seeing it in person, what do you think of the actual
It was
property?
wow.
Yeah?
I mean, we already knew, but then when we actually walked in here, we were like, wow.
Is this what you imagined? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
this is what we
perfect.
imagined. And now that we've been walking around and seeing all the cool shops and the coffee shops and things that we're going to be able to enjoy. We are very, very excited to do it. The only thing that stinks for us right now is we can't be here for elongated periods of time because we're still working, right? But we plan to come at least once a quarter to come and visit and see the different seasons and everything. So
anyway, so $815,000.
Right, yeah.
You live in San Francisco right
Yes.
now, right? Yeah, you got SF.
yes,
Yeah.
go Niners.
I mean, $800,000 is still quite a lot of money for many people.
It is.
In Japan especially.
Yes.
But compared to what you can get in San Francisco, which is probably one of the most expensive cities in
Yes.
the world, how would you compare that? Something
I mean,
like this to San Fran?
you can get places in San Francisco for $800,000 certainly, but they're also, depending on where it is,
Right.
it can be one bedroom. It's similar to
Yeah.
this. Certainly not with this kind of setup
Right.
because San Francisco doesn't have this kind of setup.
Right.
They've got Golden Gate Park, but it's not like this exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get it. If you want a house though, those are going to be north of millions, multi-millions in the Bay Area, anywhere actually in the Bay Area. Even San Francisco is unique in that sense. Like as you go away from the city, you think, oh, the property is going to get lower. No, actually, the property can go higher depending on which area you go. So we were kind of used to, the level of the price of the house. Where when they first told us, we weren't like, I mean, just a little bit, but. We say, hey, it's Tokyo, right?
I used to live in New York just for like a year.
Okay, yeah.
And I did have a friend who was renting an apartment in Midtown. Really reminded me of this view. And I bet I might upset some people in New York, but there's no way you can get this for $800,000 in Midtown.
Not
like
in New
maybe
York.
not comparable, but it definitely reminded me of like
Yeah.
Central Park,
Right.
the
Yeah.
view. This might be even more beautiful. Yeah.
Well, when
changing
the colors
of trees
change and then the
stuff.
sakuras,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, so this was the best of both worlds. I get
Yeah.
to live in a urban environment and I get nature and the view.
Yeah.
So
And that's exactly why Kichijoji is the most desirable area in Greater
I can see
Tokyo
why.
for 6 years in a row. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, you're beating Yokohama in my hometown. So
Yeah.
I see it. This is nice.
Thank you for all your help in making our dream reality.
Thank you for
So-
trusting in us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So we came from that way, but
Right,
are
so
you
that
saying-
way
yeah.
over there is Kichijoji Station, and like we
Right.
said, it's about 7-minute walk.
Yeah.
So very, very easy.
Yeah.
So the park is literally
Over
right
here.
Right here. Yeah. But yeah, the park entrance is
Oh my
right
gosh!
here.
Wow. It is literally right
Yeah.
next to it. Wow. I mean, just already leaves changing colors. It's going to be even more beautiful in the
beautiful.
next 2 weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then during the winter, from what I understand, it can snow a little bit here. So can you imagine this like a winter wonderland kind of setup? That would be
Yeah.
kind of pretty cool too, right?
Yeah, Tokyo, it snows maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Really depending on the winter. If it's cold and wet, yeah, it does snow. All right, so I wanted to ask you a few more questions.
Sure.
And these questions are more about you, for the audience to get to know you and why you decide to buy a vacation home in Japan. So you're from San Francisco,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And you say you spent some time or coming to Japan, so you love Japan, but why did you decide to buy a vacation home this time?
Well, so the kind of the love affair of Japan, so to speak, started in 1996 because I used to work for an international law firm based in San Francisco that we had an office here. They still have an office here in Tokyo. And this was before the time of good internet access and remote access, where I'm in IT. So every time we had to do updates to the systems and things like that, and I had to come out here and do it in person versus do it remotely because the internet wasn't as great then. And so I just would come out here a lot and fell in love with the culture, the people, the food. My wife also has similar interests as me as far as the love of Japan. So then we decided, after seeing your video about a year ago and sparking that spark and saying, hey, we could actually do this. Let's look into it. And we started looking into it. At first, we were going to go the Akia route and do the Akia and renovations. But then my wife said she wanted to move into more of a ready-to-go kind of place and not have to deal with renovations, at least for our first property, you know. So then we were going to look at houses, but then she also reminded me, hey, you're not a spring chicken anymore. As we get older, I don't want to be climbing up and down stairs. And anybody who's been to Japan and has done an Airbnb or something knows that the stairs in Japanese houses tend to be really steep. And I didn't want to have to deal with that as I was getting up there in age. So that's why we went the mansion route.
Personally, for me, I just really wanted to be in Tokyo instead of in the outskirts, because that's what we have back at home. And so I wanted to live the urban lifestyle, taking the train, the public transit, not having to use a car and walking everywhere, and just go out from the house in 5 minutes. You have your grocery store and you have your restaurants and stores. So that was really appealing to me. So
Yeah, like you said, this is actually best of both worlds because we're in Tokyo metropolitan.
Correct. Yeah.
Outside of 23 wards, you know, if you're in central Tokyo, it's like just buildings, like not much nature.
Correct.
But you get this, but also the convenience of Tokyo. And if you want to go to Shinjuku or Shibuya,
Yeah, it's just
a
a
15-20 minute train ride, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's
Absolutely. And then to the airports. Narita can be a little bit, inconvenient because it's just far. But Haneda, there's a bus service right from Haneda to Kichijoji Station.
Awesome. There is?
Yes.
Yes,
Wow.
there's a
I
limousine,
didn't
you know,
know.
the limousine
Yeah.
bus. They had it
Okay.
from Narita too, but apparently they suspended, or it's suspended service right now, whatever that means. In the future, we're going to try to fly into Haneda as much as possible because literally, I think it's probably maybe a half hour, 45-minute bus ride, again, depending on the traffic. And then it's a 7-minute walk straight to here. So perfect. Again, those are all the things that as we started adding up all the positives of this property, we're like, this is a no-brainer. And that's why we said we need to put in an offer now. And luckily, again, with your help, and again, forever grateful, it's made it easy.
Yeah.
And it's not a scam.
Yeah, in Japan, you know, it is very customary or normal for the buyer to send directly to the seller, right?
Yes, and when we were told that, it's like, you know, especially, you know, at the amount that we were talking about.
Right. But in the U.S., like, you don't, you
Well,
almost
they
don't
have,
do that, or
you know, they have the concept of escrow,
Yeah,
which I
escrow.
understand that you guys are going to start offering.
Yes.
So
So
that's
we'll
going to be
start that very
awesome too, because for, you know, American buyers or maybe also Canadian buyers, I'm not sure about their process, but we're used to always dealing with escrow, and that kind of puts everyone at ease. But now, if you're going to offer that, that should be another hurdle that shouldn't be a hurdle. Yeah.
So yeah, we're super excited, and sorry that we couldn't make it to start the service, you know, for your transaction, but thanks
No
for
worries.
you know, trusting the process, and
No.
everything worked out.
No, everything
so-
worked out great. We're looking forward to enjoying the property for many, many years, and then maybe our next one we'll start doing the Akiya renovation and doing long-term rentals to kind of, you know, help the country rebuild some of those areas.
Wonderful.
So yeah, we're looking forward. This
Let us
is
help
just
you
the beginning.
again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now that you are homeowners
Yep.
in Tokyo, what are you most excited about?
retirement.
Retirement.
Yeah,
I can
retirement.
be here
So I can
longer
be here
and more,
longer,
and living here with this view.
Yeah, exactly. And then being able to enjoy more than just a week or two at a time, which we have to kind of do now because of work schedules or work, and just living the Tokyo lifestyle. We're excited about that as well.
Yeah, we want to immerse ourselves and learn the language.
Learn the language, definitely, once we retire. And that's probably the way we're going to get our first visa is with the student visa, learning the language. I think we're committed now, kind of. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
You already know a good phrase in Japanese when you want to negotiate. What did you say?
Makete kudasai, which means give me a discount, especially if we're going to be buying a bunch of appliances and things. And I guess you can do package deals like they do in the US here. So I learned a very useful Japanese phrase that I will be using maybe tomorrow.
Armando and Cindy, thank you so much for your time,
thank
and
you.
congratulations
Yeah, thank you
on
again.
becoming
Thank
homeowners
you.
Yeah.
in
Thank
Japan.
you.
Beautiful condo.
All right, thank
Right
you.
by Kichijoji.
All right, so that was Armando and Cindy from San Francisco who bought a beautiful $800,000 condo with a fantastic view of Inokashira Park. And that's what you can get with $800,000 in Tokyo. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to hit
subscribe so you can get notified every time I publish a video. If you want to do what they did, buying a vacation home in Japan, you can visit akihab.com. I put the links of free guides and articles below, so check them out, and I will see you in the next one.